in a Henry J. Furry complex. Some girls volleyball taking place as the Gateway Gators take on the West Mifflin Titans here on Gateway Gators Productions. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Spencer Witt. Gateway and West Mifflin, their final matches of the regular season for both the Gators and the Titans, and 3 seniors being honored prior to this one for the Gators. For West Mifflin, 2 seniors were also honored, Sammy Kowalski and May Fenwick, the 2 seniors for the Titans. On the other side for Gateway, Olivia Miles, Mila Hawthorne, and Malaya Young were all honored prior to this match, as the starting lineups for West Mifflin being announced, and then now the starting lineups for the Gators being announced themselves as well. Give a congratulations to the West Mifflin Titans. The JV team took down Gateway. Reason this match is pushed a little bit farther back to the 7:30 mark. They won that one in 3 sets. In the standings for this one, again, West Mifflin with a 4-11 record, 2-8 in section. Gateway 1-11, 1-9 in section. We'll talk about that throughout this one, but Gateway would love to get a win here in senior day, and for West Mifflin, it might not necessarily be senior recognition, but there's 2 seniors on this team, of course, that would like a victory themselves in their second to last match here this year. Last section match, or second to last section match for both these teams, as the teams go into the middle and their respective handshakes prior to the match. Titans in their blue jerseys with yellow sleeves. Gateway, the tank top jerseys with the black sleeves, the black and Vegas gold sleeves. The Vegas gold G on the front with the Vegas gold numbers. So both teams getting ready to go out there. The starting lineups have been announced. The starters on the court. The referees making sure everyone is okay, announcing who the captains are to the referees. The libero going on the court, Sammy Kowalski, libero for West Mifflin. On the other side for Gateway, Macy Quiter in as libero for Gateway as well. She comes in to the match as well. And the Gators will be back to serve. It will be number 1, Trinity Stevenson, the junior, serving for Gateway. We're underway here on Gateway Gators Productions. Into the middle and sent over and passed up by Stevenson. Set her out so Queter gets to it. To the right side, that's Olivia Miles, and then sent back over by Gateway. Miles again, off the block, and it goes down. It's a point for Gateway. A lift call is technically the call against them anyway, but regardless, a point for the Gators. Trinity Stevenson will be back to serve.
No flash photography during the game, please.
We had some flash photography during the match. The referee telling fans in the stands not to have flash photography, rightfully so. And we're back underway. And bumped into the air. Queter plays that one into the middle, off the block. still up though, and West Mifflin to work on offense. To the outside, that's Bree Dobnik, and it's kept alive. No one there for the Titans, and a point for the Gators. Just a miscue there between a couple players for West Mifflin. Sent over and off an arm and back to the outside. That's Kaylee Kelman. Kaylee Kelman gets the point. And Stevenson will be back to serve. Another look as they hit off that block. Stevenson serve, off an arm and to the outside, blocked and blocked down. It's Miles on the block. Her and Callie Kendall were both there. Look at that block there for the Gators, and still West Mifflin looking for their first point, 4-0 in set number 1. That one passed up though, good dig for West Mifflin, then sent over. Right side. Olivia Miles and back into the air and at the net, and it goes down for a point for the Gators. Stevenson continues to serve. That one goes off an arm, jousting at the net, and then just bumped over by libero Kowalski. To the outside off the block, and it goes down for Gateway. It actually rolled all the way over and bounced out. Tooling the block the hard way. It was Callie Kelman. Kaylee Kelman gets the point, and a timeout taken by West Mifflin. Here in this one, the Titans just trying to collect themselves after a start that they were not looking for. These two teams squared off earlier this year, back on September 18th. Gateway winning that one 3-0 over West Mifflin over in my side of Pittsburgh, over West Mifflin in the South Hills. The Titans trying to come back and get themselves a point out of the timeout. Trinity Stevenson continues to serve for Gateway. Sent over and off Stevenson. Played back into the air though. And that one pushed. Back up. Outside. Arm on that one. It's Rosalind Ross, and a point for the Titans. Another look at it there, just out of the reach of the libero for Gateway, in the first serve here for West Mifflin, and it's sent over, and it will be an ace. Lila Bowling, the sophomore, getting the ace for West Mifflin. This is a relatively younger West Mifflin team out on the court. Only two seniors, Fenwick and Kowalski, like I mentioned before, but a lot of sophomores and freshmen on this court as well for the Titans. And that one goes back over, and it's another ace. Lila Bowling, another ace for her. Off the good serve, the arm just hit off the right side of that arm on the platform from Gateway. They go right back to her, the serve, but passed up. Bumped over from Olivia Miles, played in the air. Kowalski on the bump set, and then sent over by Bree Dobnik. Right side Miles, arm on that one from the setter, but it doesn't go over. Point for for the Gators, excuse me. Another look here, just hitting off of the ceiling. Unfortunate for West Mifflin, but Gateway will serve. Haley Kelman serves. Sent over by Dobnik. To the outside, and that one down for the kill. Malaya Young for Gateway getting the kill. Malaya Young's point. Haley Kelman serving. Miles tips it, though kept up by Kowalski. Someone's got to get there for West Mifflin, they do. Right side Miles, and it drops down for the point. Olivia Miles with the point for Gateway. 9-3 early lead here for the Gators. Served over and passed up. Right side. Gators on that one to the outside for Young. Nice dig from West Mifflin, and then pushed into the net, though, for Bree Dobnik, and a point for Gateway. Served over again. Kowalski plays it to the outside by Fenwick, and too far. Point for the Gators. (11-3) as Kelman continues to serve. In the middle, passed up by Stevenson. Set her out, so Cleater gets to it. Sent over by Young. Good dig from the Titans. Off the fingertips, and Kowalski, but a point for West Mifflin. In the net was Olivia Miles. You saw right there on your screen. Good dig, though, before that from Bowling. And now Scarlett Steiner back to serve. Defensive specialist junior. This is 5'2" for the Titans, and the serve over, and now it's just sent over and out, and a point for West Mifflin. 11-5. Not letting Gateway run away with this yet. And Steiner will serve again. Steiner served into the net, and a point for the Gators. A look there from that service error. Macy Quater serves. The junior sends it outside the lines, and a point for West Mifflin. Server by Sydney Nagel, and Nagel gets the point for the Titans. Nagel, tallest player on the Titans, 5'10", along with Bree Dobnik, who's 5'9". This one over, tipped, but into the net from Lanaya Lee, and a point for Gateway. Miles on the serve for the Gators. Sent over on the setter. Passed up, though. Titans to the outside. Back into the air, and then rolled into the net, though. And a point for West Mifflin. Malaya Young into the net. Angelina Green checks in for Gateway, and Braylon Moore back to serve for West Mifflin. Moore's serve. Quitter's gonna have to try and send that over. She does, it just hits off the tape. Nice play from her. Rolled over from West Mifflin. Back in the air to the outside. That's Young and too far. Point for the Titans. But a good effort, though, from Gateway. 13-9, the score here in set number 1. Served over by Moore again, and then free ball sent over. Played in the air to the outside. That one into the net. And a point for Gateway. Rosalind Ross into the net. Served over, and it's an ace for the Gators. Alea Young with the ace. And she's back to serve again. Served over, overpass. That one's still alive, but now it's down for the point. Mila Hawthorne for the Gators. In that middle, cleaning things up. Served over and too far from the serve from Young. 16-10. West Mifflin continues to hang on here, but not getting much ground, but looking to serve here. It's Sage Chalfant. And Chalfant will serve. Into the net, though, and a service error. Point for the Gators. Hawthorne will serve. Back into the air, but it's down for the ace for Hawthorne. 18-10, Gateway. As now things look more like they're in the favor of the Gators late in set number 1. Hawthorne serve, passed up to the outside, and just pushed over. No one there. The point for Bree Dobnik. Sammy Kowalski, the libero, to serve. Kowalski's serve off an arm and just sent over by Gateway. To the outside, Dobnik pushes it over for West Mifflin. Outside this time, and it's down for the point. Kaylee Kelman on the kill. 19-11, Gateway. Trinity Stevenson back to serve. Served over and off an arm. Dobnik touched over, but Kelman was there for it. Tight at the net. And a swing there from the Titan, but back over for Gateway. Bouncing off the net, off the block, and then pushed over by Bowling. Into the middle, denied at the net. Sydney Nagel on the block. Good block there, solo block from Nagel. 19-12. Served over by Bowling, tipped by Miles. Bowling plays it, set her out. Dobnik to the outside. Bowling out again. Fenwick sends it over. One to the outside, too far, and a point for West Mifflin. Only a 6-point difference now. Nearing the end of this set. Bowling will serve again. Bowling serve, passed up at the net, and a point for the Titans. Bowling back to serve again. Served over. Right side. Rolled over and played by the Titans. Into the middle, Nagel. Passed up by Stevenson. Outside Kelman. Played by Wes Mifflin at the net, though, and he can't get over. Point for the Gators. Served over and back into the air to the right side. Rolling off an arm and outside, pushed over and off an arm and out for the point for Gateway. A push there from Malaya Young. To the outside, rolled over from Fenwick. Young drops it in for the point. Point for the Gators and 22-14. Served over off the arm and then sent over. Fingertips played in the air. Dobnik sends it cross court. Hits off of the curtains and it goes over West Mifflin's side. So that'll be the point for the Titans. Scarlett Steiner to serve, 22-15. Steiner serve, pass into the air. The set from Stevenson. Young had to backtrack a little bit and couldn't get it over. Point for the Titans. Steiner serving again. That went off the tape and stays on the side of West Mifflin, so point for the Gators, 23-16. Served over and at the net, denied at the net, and a point for Gateway. The block there from Hawthorne. We'll call a lift call on West Mifflin there. Set point for the Gators. The serve from the libero. Back into the air to the outside. That one off a block. Played, but collected back over by Nagel for the point. We'll look at it just too much on that arm there from Kaylee Kelman. Into the net, though, and a service error, and that will do it for set number one. 24-17 or 25-17 Gateway. As the Gators take set number one here on senior recognition night. Step aside. We'll have set number two right after this here on Gateway Gators Productions. Back here on Gateway Gators Productions. Gateway taking set number one, 25-17. As the Gators defeated West Mifflin earlier this year 3-0 in 3 straight sets, so they've won 4 straight sets against the Titans. This is Gateway's final home match of the year as it's served over and passed up for set number two here on Gateway Gators Productions, and the point for the Gators. Sophia Sager for Gateway gets the point. Stevenson back to serve in the air for West Mifflin, pushed into the corner, at least tried to, and Waiters there for that one. Miles sends it over, and Backside for the Titans. Too far on the swing there. And a point for Gateway. That was Braylon Moore on that swing. Stevenson serving again, and Moore will have to go get to it. Just pushed over by Lila Bowling. Outside and kept up, but only momentarily. So point for West Mifflin. Scarlett Steiner on the serve. That one a bit too far. Callie Kendall too far from her, and a point for West Mifflin. Steiner again on the serve. Right side, Seagar, and it's into the net, point for West Mifflin. Awkwardly spun off Seagar's arm there, and a point for the Titans. Steiner will serve again. Served over, passed up by Gateway. Miles, tough angle, but kept up by Steiner. Rolled over. Seagar got a piece of that one, and then back to Miles. Steiner again in the air, hits off of the ceiling, and a tough break for West Mifflin, but a point for the Gators. Lila Bowling putting her hands up just in frustration there. After it hits the ceiling, nothing they can do about that one. Sent over from Bowling on the free ball, but it's outside the line. Point for Gateway. Seagar serve. Right side, tipped. No, it never touched it. Point for the Gators as that one never touched the block. Another look at your screen there. Sophia Seagar serving. Outside, that one too far from the likes of Rosalind Ross, and a point for Gateway. Served over, and Kowalski plays it. Ross on the tip. Good coverage there by Stevenson. Bumped over from Seagar. Kowalski plays it. The set into the middle, off fingertips, and played by Stevenson. Right side, Miles, or correction. That's Young on the point for Gateway. Good spot there. Leia Young. Served over and off Steiner. Ross, blocked down. Kendall and Miles both on the block there for the Gators, and timeout taken by West Mifflin. So almost a similar start to set number 2 that we saw in set number 1. Eight to 3. As Gateway, the final volleyball broadcast of the season. Only 2 more fall broadcasts here in this one for Gateway. Upcoming broadcasts Inner screen there, Latrobe. Football team goes out there this Friday, and then next Friday, Hempfield. The Spartans taking on the Gators at Hempfield. Nate Brysinger and I will be on the call of that one 2 weeks from now, a non-conference matchup. We're back underway here in this section matchup between the Gators and the Titans. Bumped into the air and then rolled over. Nice dig there from Steiner, pushed over. The set, bumped up from Ross, pushed into the corner. Stevenson's there for it. Steiner again on the dig. Right side block, but kept up. Good block coverage from Moore on her own attack. And pushed over, smart placement. The freshman, Rosalind Ross. Off an arm and then to the right side, Miles. Bumped over. Mifflin sends that one over and played into the air. And off an arm and the kill there. Still bouncing around up in the rafters and finally down. The swing from Young. Waiter will serve. Right side, off the block, bounces off that block again, outside to Young. Young puts it right down for the point. Malaya Young with the point for the Gators, the senior. And Mila Hawthorne and Olivia Miles both out there in that front row for Gateway. Three front row attackers are all seniors for this Gator squad right now. Bumped over from Kowalski. In the middle, Hawthorne. Hawthorne gets the kill. Now the Hawthorne with the kill. Waiter serve into the net and a service error, but point for the Titans are finally able to side out there. Served over and played by Sharon Adalo, a freshman for Gateway. Is this one down from Young again for the point? Olivia Miles serving. In the air, it's going to go outside the antenna. Point for Gateway, the ace from Olivia Miles. On the left-handed serve, 14-5, and Gators feeling good and running away with set number 2 here. Sent over, good placement. Nice play there, Braylon Moore. Catching the Titans a little off guard there. Or catching the Gators a little off guard, excuse me. Serving this one into the net though, Sage Chalfant. Fans bring the chant here. The Gators chant is Young will serve. Young serve, drops in for the ace. Miscommunication from the Titans. And Young with the ace. What a night for her on senior night so far. Served again. It's another ace for Young. Young. Third time is passed up by West Mifflin. It's a really good pass, actually. It's sent over for Moore. Right side, off the block. Kowalski can't get there. Point for Trinity Stevenson. Listed as an outside hitter, right side hitter, setter, and goes for the right side that time. And gets the point. That one bounces around for the ace. Another ace for Young. 19-6, and West Mifflin will take a timeout. Timeout taken by Gateway and West Mifflin. Or timeout taken by West Mifflin and Gateway. Looking good here, 19-6. These two teams on the outside looking in the standings for playoffs and a packed standings here. There's our standings. Greensburg-Salem, that's always a really good Greensburg-Salem team. 14-0. Be one of the top teams in WPIAL 3A this year. Indiana 8-2. Derry having a solid season themselves, 5-3. Franklin Regional 5-4. West Mifflin does have 2 victories on the year. I believe both of them were against McKeesport. The Tigers, the only victory was against Gateway. We actually broadcast that game here in 5 sets. A couple weeks ago, and then the Gators, their only victory was against West Mifflin earlier this year, at least in section play. We're back underway though as the Gators looking for their second victory in section play, as this one goes just into the corner to be played by Young. Seagar, and that one back in the air. Free ball from Dobnik. Hawthorne drops it in for the point. Young on the serve again. Backside. Passed up. The outside Seagar into the air from West Mifflin. Outside this time. Off an arm and high into the air for the Gators. Hawthorne sends it over. Just tipped once and they can't get it over. Point for Gateway. The miscue there from the Titans. Young will serve. Continuing to serve. Her streak ends though here. What a run for the senior. 21-7, Gateway. Kowalski to serve. Hawthorne. Chalfant got a dig on that one. Sent over by Fenwick. Seagar. Back in here for Moore. Dobnik sends it over. Set from Stevenson. Into the net. Point for West Mifflin. Back-to-back points for the Titans. Off an arm, and it's an ace for Kowalski. Sammy Kowalski, left-handed swing there on the serve, and she gets the ace. Kowalski serve again. Passed up. In the middle, Hawthorne. Bumped over by Nagel, and Nagel's going to get the point. 4 in a row here for West Mifflin. Good news, they've hit double digits. Bad news, they're in a deep hole right now. The good news, they've got a little bit of dirt, a little more dirt underneath of them, and continuing another point here. 21-11. Kowalski will serve. Served over and bumped into the air. Passed up by Kowalski into the middle. And Stevenson sends it over. At the net, played by Seagar, no one there, and a point for Gateway. Stevenson serve. Correction, that's the Gators on the serve from Hawthorne. Seagar never went over, point for the Titans. A look there on that point, and Lila Bowling will serve. Served over by Bowling, passed up. Seagar sends it high into the air and over. Right side. Off the tape, it drops down for the point for Braylon Moore. Moore couldn't have placed that more perfectly. 22-13. The difference is back to single digits. Served over. Just kept alive. Sent over on a free ball. Outside, Dobnik pushes it over. Played by Green. Seagar, two-handed push. Into the middle, Nagel, and Nagel gets the point. Sydney Nagel. 22-14. It was 21-6 at one point. The difference is 8. With a little room to spare for West Mifflin. Served over. Bumped into the air to the outside, Seagar. Played in the air by the Titans. Dobnik, high in the air from Green. And a free ball sent over. Kowalski plays it. The set into the middle, Nagel. Into the middle off the fingertips, tough break there for the Gators, and a point for the Titans. Timeout taken by Gateway. It was a set that Gateway absolutely dominated. 21-6. It is now 22-15. It's a 7-point difference. Like I mentioned before, still a little bit of wiggle room here with West Mifflin as head coach Erica Bosch calling a timeout for a Gateway. Lila Bowling will serve. Bowling serve. Drops in for the ace. (22-16). Bowling again. Into the air from Gateway this time. Into the middle, and that's too far. And a point for West Mifflin. (22-17). The difference is 5. Served over. That one off the block. Kept up, though, by Gateway. Back outside, Seagar. Right side, tips outside the lines. Braylon Moore wanted to buy that call there, but I think she knew it too. The line judge making the right call, the referee also making the same call, so 23-17. Trinity Stevenson to serve. Off Moore, back into the air. Moore has to go get to it, sends it over. Gateway just continuing to attack that one, and West Mifflin just playing scrappy to keep it up. Right side, Miles goes backwards, but nice play from Bowling. Miles again. That one down from the Titans, Sydney Nagel. Point for the Titans, 23-18. Crowd trying to reel Gateway back into this one. Served over and back into the air. Bumped over by Seagar, kept alive, but a lift call on the blocker and a point for Gateway, 24-18. Sophia Seagar will serve. Junior serves it over. Played in the air. Nagel into the corner. Job by Quater was over there for it. Rolled over from Miles. Outside, Ross. Kept up. Good dig from Queeger, excuse me. Right side, Moore. Blocked, kept up though. Sent over from Nagel. Outside. Good dig again from West Mifflin. At the net, and the point for the Titans, Sydney Nagel. It's set point for Gateway. The Titans hanging around here. Sharina Dallow back in for Gateway. Still set point from Nagel at his service area to end set number 1. To the outside. That one off a block, off an arm. Into the air, and then pushed over by West Mifflin. Young, no, it never went to her. The set a little too far. Miles into the net, point Titans. This set was 21-6. It is now 24-20. Nagel serve again. Back into the air, tight on the net, pushed over. Outside, Ross into the corner, played by Quater. Play from her. Young outside the antenna, point for the Titans. It's 24-21. Gators fans trying to just muster another point out of this. Still set point. Nagel serve. Inside the lines and played. Stevenson has to go get to it. Young tips it over, played by Nagel. The set to the right side, Moore pushed over, and Miles was there for it. Young again, just has to bump it over. Outside. That one down for Rosalind Ross. 24-22 in Gateway. The second timeout taken. It was 21-6. It is 2-point difference right now. My goodness. An extremely quick timeout. I don't even know if Gateway meant to take it or if not, just to tell her team to stop real quick. That's what Erica Bosch trying to corral the troops here. All smiles. Well, they had a 21-6 lead. There's not many smiles on that court anymore on that side for the Gators. But they just need 1 point. Nagel will serve. Nagel serve. Passed up at the net. It's down for the point. Point Titans. 1 point difference. Served over by Nagel, still set point, into the air. Into the middle, pushed over, played. Right side, pushed over. Outside to Young, off an arm. West Mifflin will get to it, that was Steiner. Into the net, and that's the set. Gateway wins it 25-23. My goodness, what a crazy ending to set number 2. But a 15-point deficit, by far the largest comeback I have ever seen in a volleyball set. But the Gators just needed that 1 point, and they get it, 25-23. The Titans, though, have the momentum, but they need to take set number 3. We'll step aside here on Gateway Gators Productions. Back for set number 3 here on Gateway Gators Productions. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Spencer Witt. Gateway took set number 1, 25-17. They had a sizable lead to start the first set, but West Mifflin kept it manageable until Gateway was finally able to win that one 25-17, and then a crazy second set. Gateway won at 25-23, but if you were to tell anyone on this court, except maybe anyone in this Henry J. Furry complex, except for maybe the 6 Titans players on the court, that it would be 21-6 and West Mifflin would get as many points possible without going over. Gateway would give up as many points possible without having to play extra volleyball. I wouldn't believe that one, but we're underway here for set number 3. The Titans definitely have the momentum. But Gateway has the numbers, and they have the first point in set number 3. So a point there for the Gators. Trinity Stevenson will serve. Served over and back into the air, rolled over. To the right side. Outside for the Gators, Seagar, or excuse me, that's Kelman. Played by Macy Quater. Olivia Miles, too far. Oh, that one called in. No correction, called out. The R2 making the extra call. Actually, I should say, correction, the line judge, one line judge called it the distance good. The other line judge called the angle wrong. Angle saying, I should say, was out, so that's the reason for the call of out. Is that one off of the block? And into the net, and a point for West Mifflin. Lila Bowling will serve. Bowling serve into the net. Kaylee Kelman to serve. The junior sends it over and off the arm. The outside, and it goes into the net for Braylon Moore. Moore's an animated player and just frustrated with herself after that one. They serve it 2 more, and Nagel just sends it over. To the outside, Young. Back into the air, and Nagel in the middle. Quater, nice play to get that one. Stevenson, and no, that's a point for Gateway. A lift is technically the call, and I don't know what Nagel thought that was. Thought that might have been 4 touches, but it rolled off the block. That doesn't count as a touch there, and Stevenson in the back row never jumped, so obviously he's able to bump that one over. So point for Gateway. To the outside, Stevenson, or excuse me, to the outside, Young on the kill. Nice swing from Young. 5-2 Gateway. Served over. That one a bad set. And a point for Gateway. Titans team getting a little frustrated here, and a timeout taken by West Mifflin. But you have to feel like West Mifflin, even if the frustration is kind of there, just points up you're giving up you don't like, but the fact that they were able to come back from that large of a deficit last set, you know you still have a chance in this one no matter what the score gets to. And you have to feel good about that one if you are the Titans. And these two teams mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, WPIAL playoffs, which will be played at Peters Township High School on November 1st. Kaylee Kelman to serve. Kelman serve. Pressed up by Miles. That one off the block. Pressed up by Moore, but that one off the block again. Nagel just lifting that one in a call against Gateway. Kaylee Kendall, another look at this one again off the block and then kept up again by West Mifflin. This is the play here. Too much of a lift there. You got to not push your hands up and backwards. They'll call that one against you every time. Scarlett Steiner will be back to serve. Steiner serving for the Lady Titans, and she gets the ace. Scarlett Steiner with an ace. 2-point difference now here in set number 3. Steiner serve again, high into the air, and it's going to be another ace. Ace for Steiner. Back-to-back aces. 1-point difference now. Serve again, and that one outside the lines. Her hit off the side of her hand there when she hit that one. Macy Quater will serve. Outside, a correction bumped in the middle. Into the middle, Hawthorne. Dug up momentarily, but point down for the Gators. Good dig from Kowalski, but Olivia Miles right there for it. (8-5). Quater on the serve. Sent over, and good play there from Lila Bowling. Bowling sent it over on 2, and a nice play to make the difference 2 now, 8-6. In the middle, Hawthorne, too far. Point for the Lady Titans. Served over. Outside Ross. Kept up by Gateway. Steiner. Pushed by Moore. An arm on that one. Second player on it, and the third. Nice job to get there for the Gators. Nagel in the back row. Rolled over and passed up by Stevenson. This one into the net. Point for West Mifflin, and we get a tie third set here. Nagel serve into the net. Miles to serve. Too far. Point for West Mifflin. Serve from Moore into the middle and too far. Point for the Titans. On the swing there for Malaya Young. Serve for Moore again. Young again, but this time it works. A good swing from Malaya Young for the kill. Ace for the Gators. Young with the ace. Had a real nice serving streak in set number 2. Looking to do the same thing here in the third set. Young serve again. Passed up by Kowalski. Rolled over from May Fenwick. And dropped down for the point. Mila Hawthorne. Young serve, too far. And a point for the Titans. Line judge couldn't see that one, got blocked away, so the ref's making that call. Chalfant on the serve. Moore gets to that one. Dobnik played by Green. Kelman into the air and perfectly right to Fenwick. Bumped over into the corner from Lanaya Lee. At the net, blocked down. Fenwick on the block for West Mifflin. Served into the net from Chalfant. Point for the Gators, 13-12, closer one than the midway points of the last 2 sets. As Lee sends it over and played at the net, sent down. Trinity Stevenson with the point. Hawthorne on the serve. Off an arm, I believe that was off the Titans. Moore into the middle. Kowalski, nice play there. Dobnik rolls it over. Outside, Kelman, blocked, kept up though. Moore got to it, tough play, and it goes backward. Point for the Gators. Kaylee Kelman just sticking her arm out and getting a piece of it. Serve over from Hawthorne. Chalfant get that one and then bumped over from Moore. And Moore gets the point for the Titans. just off of green there, and unfortunately the one place she couldn't put that one. Kowalski to serve. Back into the air, and to the outside, Dobnik. In the middle, good arm on that one from Chalfant. And that too far, and a point for the Gators. Bree Dobnik. Just too far. Looks like point for West Mifflin. So the Titans will get the point instead. So they get a serve based on a card. Regardless, it's 15-14, and that one off an arm and down for the point for the Gators. Trinity Stevenson to serve. 16-14 Gateway. At the net from Moore and just pushed over, and they're going to call a back row attack from her. Moore leaving her feet there and just a little too much to try and get it over. Nagel pushes it over. No one there for the for the Gators. Point Titans. 17-15. Stevenson, right side, Kelman. Dobnik rolled, pushed, played by the Gators. Kendall gets the point for Gateway. Callie Kendall. Callie Kendall with the point. Kaylee Kelman to serve. Right side. That one into the net. Point for the Gators. Tough one there for Bree Dobnik. Kelman's on the serve. Outside, into the net. Point Gators. 20-15. Kelman to serve. Into the net, service there, point for West Mifflin. Off an arm. A second arm. Can the Gators get to it? They can't. Point for West Mifflin. It hit one of the speakers up above, and a point for the Titans, 2017. Served over. Back into the air, and then just roll shot from Gateway. Push cross court. Miles was there for it. Dug up by Young, good play, and then sent over from the Gators. They just have to bump that one up, West Mifflin does. Outside, Young. Young down the line for the kill. Malaya Young for the Gators. Now look at this swing. (21-17). Backside, Moore with a good swing. Sydney Nagel to serve. Played by Queter at the net. Put back down. Lanaya Lee for the Titans. 2-point difference now. Nagel serves, played. Someone's got to get there. They can't get it over. Point for the Titans, 21-20. No timeout yet for Gateway. Nagel on the serve, off an arm, off a second one. Just tipped over from Stevenson and tooling it for the point. Perfectly placed from Trinity Stevenson, 22-20. Serving run there from Nagel. And Kowalski back in as a libero. Served over, they serve it to Kowalski. The set sent over and put down for the point. Perfectly placed, Lila Bowling. Braylon Moore to serve. Moore, good serve into the air. Gonna bounce around, it drops down, hits the ceiling. Pinballing around, so tough to play that one. Point for the Titans, 22 apiece. Set number 3. Served over. Passed up in the middle. Young with the kill. Malaya Young for the Gators. She'll be back to serve. 23-22. Young serve. Young gets the ace. Match point for Gateway, 24-22, and Malaya Young serving for what might be the final time here as a Gator, and they get the point. It's Mila Hawthorne in the middle, and the Gators win at senior night for Gateway. They defeat West Mifflin 3-0, 25-17, 25-23. And 25-22. The Lady Titans, though, a valiant effort, especially in set number 2. Remember, it was 21-6. And they fought all the way back to make it 25-23, but it was just not enough. They gave everything they had, literally, in that second set. But the Gators, their second victory in section play, and a victory in their final home match here for Gateway in the final home match for Olivia Miles, Mila Hawthorne, getting the last couple of serves there, Malaya Young for Gateway. So that'll be all she wrote here for our entire broadcasting crew. Our producer, Adam Gusky, our director, Lee Schaefer, and our camera operators, Lee Schaefer and Bree Gusky. I'm Spencer Witt saying so long, and thank you so much for tuning in here on Gateway Gators Productions. Good night, everyone.